Hello, my Leos. Welcome to Scrappy Siren Tarot. This will be your first pick a card reading for the weekend of December 16th and 17th. Thank you for joining me today. So, today you'll have three piles to choose from. We're going to have your clear quartz, which will be group 1. We're going to have your smoky amethyst, which will be group 2. And we're going to have your green malachite, which will be group 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put the piles on display for you to choose which pile resonates with you. And feel free to watch a different pile or more than one pile if more than one crystal resonates. But I hope you enjoy your weekend reading, and let's jump right into it. Hello, Group 1. Welcome. You chose the clear quartz. So I'm going to go ahead and start off your reading with the first three cards that I drew. That will be your general message for the weekend for December 16th and 17th. Okay, so to begin with, you receive the Two of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So right away, I can tell that it's very likely that this is going to be a romantic tarot reading for you. So there could be someone that you're interested in or someone who's interested in you. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Maybe this particular reading isn't your reading. Feel free to check out the other two piles, the smoky amethyst and the green malachite, which is group 2 and group 3 respectively. So the reason why I say this is probably going to be a love tarot reading is because we have the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So right away I can sense there's some passion, some intrigue, and some hidden feelings that aren't expressed at the moment. So with the Two of Cups in reverse, you can see in this card that there is a lady reaching out to a gentleman who's looking over at her. Now she's not facing him, so she's shy. She's afraid to confess her true feelings. Now this it doesn't have to resonate exactly in that way. It could be male, female, doesn't matter. But the impression that I'm getting with this card is that you may have a secret admirer, or you may secretly admire someone else, but you haven't expressed it yet. So it looks like there's mutual interest between these two, but they're just kind of shy to express it in a clear way. So I believe that this could probably change, and the reason why I say that is we have the Knight of Wands, which indicates passion. So this person is, or this relationship that you have with this individual is a very, there is a connection. There is definitely a shared passion. Whether you guys like the same hobbies or bond over the same subjects, there's definitely something that brings you two together. And to me, it's shared passion, shared hobbies. It could also be your connection with each other. So with the Seven of Cups, this person, now this is a positive sign, because this person, even though they're unwilling to admit it outright, this person has been possibly having dreams of you. Subconsciously, they're unable to hold back their feelings, even if during the day they're unable to express themselves to you. But they definitely are thinking about you. They can't help it. They're just you can see this guy, he's dreaming about like specific, his imagination, his fantasies are coming true in his dreams. So let's go ahead and clarify each card. I went ahead and got a card from the Osho Zen Tarot deck to clarify each one. So on the Two of Cups in reverse, we have flowering. And I'm going to go ahead and cover up this lady so she's a little bit more decent. So this indicates to me that this person will likely reach out to you this weekend in some way or in the coming week. Because flowering is all about expressing yourself, and as you can see in both of these cards, both hands are extended, reaching out. So the sign that you can look out for about whether or not this person likes you or feels the same way that you do about them is that they could kind of go out of their way to be polite, or the example I'm getting is like holding open a door, but like in a way that kind of is more than your standard or your average politeness. It's like they're going out of their way to do something for you. Or there's something to do with, there's definitely some reach out that this person is going to do this weekend. So then on the Knight of Wands, we have the Creator. So this individual is a very hands-on kind of person. They may be a manager, they may be an artist. I'm getting that maybe they work with their hands. It could be like a construction, building, architecture. There's definitely something to do with the creative, passionate aspect from the Nine of Wands and the Creator card. This person's very warm, very friendly, probably very outgoing, maybe a little bit rebellious with the Knight of Wands. They're definitely giving me this like bold, bright energy. And then clarifying the Seven of Cups, we have suppression. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, this person is definitely thinking about you, but they're really suppressing their feelings. Like they're really trying to hide it for some reason. And fortunately or unfortunately for them, like they will definitely reveal themselves this weekend with the Two of Cups and the flowering card. They're gonna give themselves away, and they do really like you. I mean, this is something that whether they want to admit it or not, they are thinking about you, but they're just suppressing showing it right now for whatever reason. So I'm gonna go ahead and get your challenge for the weekend. So you have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is like a celebration. It's like a parade. It's accolades. It's acknowledgement. So this person's going to acknowledge you this weekend or into next week. They're going to reveal themselves probably by giving you a compliment, showering you in compliments, hopefully not love bombing you. But that's how you're going to know. And your challenge is, you might be a little shy, and that's okay. It might make you feel a little bit embarrassed to receive this many compliments from this person or to be in the spotlight. But that's your challenge for the weekend with the Six of Wands. And your ally for the weekend is the King of Cups in reverse. So your ally is basically, it's to basically not overshare or to not put all your cards out all at once, so to speak. So Spirit is warning you, acknowledge these compliments, acknowledge these praises, be polite, all that. Respond if you feel like it, especially if you share this passion with this person, if you like them as well. But it's like to maintain a certain level of restraint and just keep your cool, you know. Don't play all your cards. It doesn't mean necessarily play hard to get, but it does mean, you know, kind of reel it in as far as expressing everything all at once that you feel when you have this indication that this person is also feeling the way that you do. So we're going to go ahead and get your ending message for the weekend. And we have Vesta, Hearth, card number 32. So let me go ahead and look this up for you in the Star Codes Astral Oracle. And if you're still here, thank you so much, Group 1, for joining me. I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't, don't worry. This reading just may not be for you. And you can go ahead and check the other groups. Group 2 was the Smoky Amethyst, and Group 3 was the Green Malachite. Alright, so card number 32. Okay, so we have Vesta, Hearth. Vesta calls you to be a hearth fire, to share yourself for the benefit of all, but still have enough energy left to live healthfully and give again another day. The second largest and brightest asteroid between Jupiter and Mars was named after Vesta, oldest goddess of hearth, home, the family, and the center of a strong community. The fire in her temple was never allowed to go out, and the fire in the hearth of every home was sacred to her. She did not get involved in politics or the misadventures of the other gods. Action. Evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame, to your hearth and your core values. Focus on that center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Find that deep calm within. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. It may be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself, clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. Challenge. Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. Gift. Find the temple within, the place of quiet safety where you can tend the fire and carry the sacred temple with you always. Hello, Group 2. Welcome. You chose the Smoky Amethyst. Thank you for joining me today. So I went ahead and got 3 general tarot cards for your weekend reading. And let's start with that. So your first card that you received is the Star in Reverse. And I'm going to have to cover up this card a little bit. Okay, so you received the Star card in reverse. And you also received the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And lastly, we have the Moon. Okay. So I can tell that there is something that either financially or in your household you have been waiting for quite some time. There is a sense of, I want to say, you're feeling kind of impatient because of the lack of clarity with the Moon card. So there's some wish that you wish to be fulfilled in the home life or financially that you have not currently received. But we'll go ahead and clarify a little bit further to see a little bit more of the details on each card. So I went ahead and got the 3 clarification cards with the Osho Zen Tarot. And on the star card in reverse, you received completion. So this was something that you hoped for to round out a project of yours. It could be signing off on a project at work. It could be a contract that fell through. It could be an application that was denied. There's something this weekend that has been bothering you. And I'm getting the feeling that this is from the past. So this is something that was unfulfilled this week or previously that is on the forefront of your mind. And then we have going with the flow on the 10 of Pentacles. So Spirit is indicating that with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and going with the flow, it's like somebody or something was unwilling to release something to you. We'll clarify a little bit further, but it's almost like you thought you were going to get a Christmas bonus and like they either reduced it or they're not giving it to you at all. So there's definitely something that was not okay with you. And with all this blue in this reading, I can definitely feel that it could be making you pretty down and out, pretty sad about it. And you don't appreciate that they weren't straightforward with you with the moon. You don't appreciate that they didn't give you the clarity up front that you needed and that you asked for. So I'm sorry this has happened. Leo and cross watchers, if this resonates with you, yeah, I'm sorry they didn't come clean with you. That is not cool at all. So then on the moon, we have abundance. So there's something that Spirit is withholding from you. So I'm getting the High Priestess vibe, and the High Priestess energy is all about revealing things to you in due time. She withholds things. She reigns over the power of the moon. She keeps things in... she keeps things obscured because she knows you need to go through these experiences in order to learn these life lessons. And you may be like, oh gosh, I am so done with these life lessons. Please, like, why does everything have to be a lesson? I get you. But the other side, if you can see in this card, the other side of the moon and obscurity and things that are mysterious and feel unfair is the sun, which is happiness and clarity. So Spirit is reassuring you that abundance, that wish fulfillment, that something even better is around the corner for you. This guy has it made. Like, he is super comfortable. He's got everything near him. He's got the lotus of balance. The lotus resembles and signifies light and dark energies, yin and yang. That's what this means with the 2 celestial bodies, the moon and the sun. It's all about balance. So all in good time, Leo. All in good time. So your challenge for the weekend is going to be the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So your challenge is, it's going to have to do with relating to people. So your challenge is compromise. Your challenge is negotiation. You may have to negotiate a raise. You may have to negotiate a bonus. You may have to negotiate with yourself. You may have to ask yourself, is this where I want to be in the next year? What do I want to do? How do I want to proceed with this information that I've been given? Or this lack of information that I've been given? So that is your challenge this weekend, Leo. And then for your ally, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So your ally is to use your resources, practice gratitude. I know this sounds redundant probably and very cheesy, and I apologize, but that is essentially what this is. If it was upright, it tells me that you're disappointed. You didn't receive this blue cup, or you can't see it yet. But since this is in reverse, and this is your ally, this means that even though you can't see this wish fulfillment yet, you can only see these 3 cups and they're really disappointing you. That's okay, because this blue cup is in your periphery and you actually can't see it yet. It's still transparent. It's still blending into the sky. It's blue. It's blue on blue. You can't see it yet. Okay? So your ally is timing, destiny, wish fulfillment, abundance, balance. Your ally is patience. So let's go ahead and get your ending message for the weekend. I'll be using the Star Codes Astral Oracle as I usually do. And your card for this weekend is Sagittarius. Expand. So I'm going to go ahead and look up the description in the book. Okay. And you know what's funny? We just went through a new moon in Sagittarius, so this is super relevant for you. So check your placement, check your moon placement, check to see where Sagittarius is in your chart, because this may resonate with you. This may give you more detail on this particular message. So if, for example, you have a moon in Sagittarius, I would go ahead and look up a tarot reading on Sagittarius specifically for this weekend, because I have a feeling that it's going to clarify this reading even further. So Sagittarius, expand. Sagittarius asks us to think big, travel far, and use our restlessness and curiosity to create. A mutable fire sign, Sagittarius' symbol is that of the centaur, half human, half horse, which epitomizes the connection between humans and the natural wild world. Sagittarius, ruled by expansive Jupiter, rules the thighs, the muscles that propel our movement. The sun shines in Sagittarius November 22nd through December 21st. Action. Sagittarius has 2 imperatives. Expand your perspective and humbly speak your truth. So let your perspective become versatile, flexible, and curious. Travel in the body or in the mind and explore a larger philosophical, environmental, or metaphysical context for this situation. Imagine you are on a mountaintop. Look down at your life from 1,000 feet up. Now take it further, like the astronauts who look down on our spinning green and blue globe and see no borders between countries. You are a global citizen. Change your life to reflect this reality. Speak your truth. Remember the fairy tale, The Emperor's New Clothes. A pair of con artists arrive at an emperor's court, claiming to make beautiful garments. They say their creations are only visible to people of quality. Incompetent people can't see the clothes. No one in the emperor's court wants to admit they can't see the supposedly intricate garments, and the emperor wears his new clothes on parade. Only one honest Sagittarian-style boy speaks up with rancor, states the obvious: the emperor is naked, and breaks the spell. Ask what spell you need to break and speak up. Challenge. Just because you see it doesn't mean you have to say it. Timing and pacing are everything. There you go, Leo. Timing. Be honest, not mean. Ask if what you are about to say is wise, kind, and necessary, as well as true. Watch out for the geographic cure, the belief that travel and will solve problems, because wherever you go, there you are. Gift. Honor all your relationships. Sagittarius reminds us that our spiritual path is connected to all of our relations. They're two-footed, four-footed, many-legged, winged, scaled, finned, and they are connected to us. All right, thank you, Group 2. I will see you in the other readings or for your next reading on this channel. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Group 3. Thank you for joining me. You chose the beautiful green malachite stone. So to start off your weekend reading for December 16th and 17th, I decided to choose 3 general cards from the Tarot of Oppositions, as I usually do, to start your message. So let's jump right into it. So your first card out is going to be the Strength card. Your second card is the King of Pentacles in reverse. And your third card is the Wheel of Fortune. So the first impression from these cards together is giving me a feeling that you have been working really, really, really hard to save. This could mean to save financially with the King of Pentacles in reverse, or this could mean to cultivate inner wisdom with the Strength card in order to be a stronger force in your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. So you have definitely taken this time for yourself, Group 3, to really, really work on yourself. And let's start with the financial aspect of this reading. So there could be something that has been requiring a lot of inner strength from you, or a lot of your time and energy. And maybe initially the payoff isn't there. Maybe it's taking a while for your investment in yourself, whether it be your savings or cultivating that inner wisdom, that inner truth, that inner knowledge. It's taking a while to save. And maybe that could be frustrating you a little bit. You know, healing and growth are not linear. And, you know, savings aren't really linear either. For most people, there isn't going to be that straight incline when it comes to growth and savings. So be patient with yourself. You know, one day you could be really proud of yourself. Like, hey, I saved X amount on groceries. I saved this amount by cooking a home-cooked meal instead of eating out at a restaurant. And then the next day, you spend a little bit more money than you hoped for. But Spirit is telling me your trajectory is up. It is continuously growing. You're continuously learning, saving. It may not be at the speed at which you hoped with the King of Pentacles in reverse, but you are the captain of your own destiny because you are persevering with that Strength card. So let's clarify a little bit further. I went ahead and got a clarification card with the Osho Zen Tarot deck. So on your Strength card, you received participation in reverse. So one of the things that I notice about this card, which is interesting, is that when it's in reverse, the card looks the same. It doesn't matter which way you turn it. All hands, these are figures in this card that form a flower, but all hands focus inward. They're looking inward. They're adding different area. They're adding to each area of your life. So the strength that you've cultivated, the experiences that you have received or you will receive this weekend are going to help you. And it may feel like you haven't done enough with participation in reverse. It may feel like I should be doing more, I should be doing better, whatever it is, however this resonates with you. But with it being the nature of this card, it's a circle. There's no beginning and there's no end. You know, personal growth is a lifelong thing. It's not like we reach a pinnacle and we're like, okay, that's it, I'm done. Well, we would have nothing to work on. We would have nothing to do in this 3D world. So give yourself some credit where credit is due. Because even though you may feel like you're not doing enough, you are. Because you're working on every aspect of yourself at the same time. And so that means that when you spread yourself out like that, when you look at each area of your life, it may feel like you're not having as much vertical movement, but you're having a lot of horizontal expansion in your life because you're addressing each area. And one of the first things that I noticed about your initial spread, which was confirmed with the participation card in reverse, is that you have received each of the 3 primary colors. In this card, you're receiving the reddish from the lion, you're receiving the yellow from the pentacle, and you're receiving the blue from the wheel of fortune. And these colors, along with green, which is an additional color, it's not a primary color, are reflected in this. So this is your destiny. See this circle here? See the wheel of fortune? You are moving. You have wheels and circles in your reading. So you are moving forward even if it doesn't feel like it. And the symbolism with primary colors kind of goes along with the fact of this is coloring every aspect of your life. And the primary colors, the reason why they're called primary colors is because blue, red, and yellow can make every color in the human visible spectrum. Every color besides the rainbow colors, it's what artists can use to make nearly every color in the visible spectrum by combining different quantities of each. So that's essentially what you're doing. You are painting on the canvas of your life. So to clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse, we have exhaustion in reverse. So the way to continue to grow on your path, this is indicating how you can level up. Here you're feeling maybe I'm not doing enough. Well, this is Spirit telling you, here's how you can keep the momentum. Make sure that you take time to rest, because we're no good if we're completely burned out. This man here, he's exhausted operating a machine. He's sitting in the machine and he's exhausted because he's overdoing it. And you know, when we try to put on this hard shell and pull through and just get through it, that's not where our best work is done. That's not, when we're more stressed, we tend to spend more. We tend to react more. We tend to be more affected by things that don't resonate with us. So just keep that in mind. Then on the Wheel of Fortune, we have guilt in reverse. So there's going to be something that happens this weekend that is going to relieve you of your guilt and your stress. You're feeling like, I'm not doing enough. There's something that is going to come your way that is going to relieve some of that pressure for you. So what is your challenge for the weekend? Your challenge for the weekend is the Queen of Wands in reverse. So be careful of what information you're receiving from the outside. Cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure that the information you're receiving, whether it be in the news, whether it be through an email, some sort of communication that is going to come to you this weekend, make sure that that is not an opinion and that is fact. Because you're going to be hearing from someone or something this weekend that's going to relieve you of your guilt or your feeling of guilt. But just remember that no matter what they say, you are doing enough. Especially if you're not hurting yourself and you're not hurting others. And especially if you take time to rest. So this is giving me the energy of like someone giving you a hard time, or yourself, this could be yourself, giving you a hard time for taking a break. Don't let that inner dialogue prevent you from taking the well-earned rest that you need this weekend, because you've been working really hard. All right, so your ally for the weekend is the Fool. So let loose a little bit, loosen up, get outside, enjoy the sunshine, even if it's cold, bundle up, or at the very least get some sun that's streaming through a window. Spirit is just saying, go off the beaten path. Do something a little different this weekend. Postpone that work for the next day. Think of it as an investment in your work. If you're fresh-minded the following day, you'll do much better. But if your mind is frazzled, you're going to make mistakes. All right, so your ending oracle for the weekend is Uranus, change. And hey, there's that circle again. There's that wheel of fortune. So good change is on its way. And you're doing enough, Leo. Group 3, you're doing enough. It's coming. It's around the corner. It's right around the corner. Okay, bear with me while I look up this card. It's card number 25. Okay, Uranus, change. Uranus acts like a cosmic clutch. It takes us out of one gear, and after some chaos, shifts us into a new one. Uranus is the modern co-ruler of Aquarius and takes 84 years to round the zodiac. So check where Aquarius is in your chart if you have the time, especially if it's your moon. I would go ahead and see if there are tarot readings in Aquarius for you. We're in the new moon, so that might have a little bit more information regarding this situation. So go ahead, and if you feel inclined, look up a new moon tarot reading for your Aquarius moon placement, if that resonates with you. So it's co-ruler of Aquarius and takes 84 years to round the zodiac. Uranus was the first planet we discovered once the telescope broke the boundary of our known solar system and coincided with the Industrial Revolution, when many technical and cultural assumptions broke apart. It embodies difference and eccentricity as it rotates in the opposite direction of most other planets, and at an approximate right angle to them, with one pole pointing toward the sun. Action. Surprise or be surprised. Be ready to shift gears. It's time to experiment and try a fresh approach or new road entirely. If your life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter handfuls of diverse seeds, water them all, see what grows robustly, and weed the rest later. Urgent anxiety can be a symptom of your Uranian restlessness, so rather than just flailing about, look for the root cause and ask what change would actually solve the problem. What looks like a disaster may bring a wild opportunity. If you are thrown a sudden or shocking change, assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. Chaos can be an important catalyst, an unnerving moment caught between forms. The discomfort allows and propels you to transform. Become your most authentic, eccentric self. You are just what is needed. Uranus also encourages technical upgrades and cutting-edge approach, whether that means acquiring new equipment or new skills. Challenge. Uranus electrifies. It may feel like your finger is stuck in an electrical socket. You are anxious to change, but you can spin your wheels until you shift into the new gear. Gift. Prepare for an evolutionary leap. Shocking circumstances can force you to engage gifts you didn't know you had and help you transform. You are not those external attributes in transformation. You will not dissolve. A caterpillar is still internally the same creature when it becomes a butterfly. All right, thank you, Group 3. And feel free to check out the other groups if you would like, if you feel like you need to hear a little bit more. Otherwise, thank you for joining me today and have a wonderful weekend.